Alright guys, welcome to the Ed Clarity Online podcast, which isn't really a podcast, but it is, because I don't know how to do MP3s yet. Still working on it. Anyway, it's Wednesday, October 21st, 2009. Today I did a report on real-world businesses who come into Second Life, and I wanted to know really why some fail and why some stay in. And I realized that the ones who stay in, they've all got one thing in common, and that is that they all provide Second Life residents with a connection to either a real life service or they sell virtual goods of the real thing. So like with the Apple, you get a MacBook, in Second Life. I know it doesn't really do much, but some of them are actually pretty good. You can send emails to real life computers outside Second Life and things like that. I know they got an iPhone too, I had once before, and you can send text inside Second Life to another phone. I know maybe a lot of people may see what's the point of it, but at least it's something they're providing for Second Life residents, and they're actually doing something whilst they have a presence in Second Life. There's one thing though, and it's the one I mentioned in the report, and that's the UK 24/7 news network, Sky News. They went with the company Rivers Run Red, and what they did is they set up a virtual replica of their TV studio here in London, like their newsroom. Interactive it was, they had auto cue and everything, but nothing was done with it. It was a really cool place too, but nothing was done. It was just like, you probably get like 3 avatars a day go, maybe 5 at most, right? And it would just, nothing would happen. And I remember on the auto queue one time I was messing around with it. I used to go there actually quite a lot because I was a geek like that. And I went pretty much every day. And I went to go see what if they made any updates, because it said on the auto queue they bring some real live transcripts onto the auto queue and we can make our own newscasts. So I kept going back to see when they were going to do that and see if they did. After about 6 or 7 months, it was still exactly the same, and that's when I basically just gave up on the place. I didn't actually know that it had vanished out of Second Life until I went to search it a few weeks ago, and I realized it had gone. And one of my friends, Paul Ariento, whose company Walking Web brings in real life businesses and gives them a virtual world presence in Second Life, and we was talking about Rivers Run Red, and you know what, I don't think it's a bad company at all. What it does is great, and it's got a good collaboration with the Second Life grid, but some things, they needed to be a little bit more active with it. I know they did one with Vodafone. I think it was Vodafone, some mobile network anyway, they did one with, and nothing happened with it, and it just like totally vanished. But successful ones all offer something to Second Life residents. So maybe that's the key, maybe that's the key to staying in Second Life and becoming even more popular. Another report I did was the virtual solar system. Now, when I was a little kid, I was always into the space, always into the solar system and planets and all that thing. I didn't really fully understand it, and I still don't today, actually. I'm not the brightest person on the planet. I'm only good at certain things. And yeah, it's cool, it's all interactive. It's all like flying around you. You can get a close look at what the solar system really does. That event went on at 3 p.m. today. It's coming up to 4 p.m. Second Life time when I'm recording this. So it'd be interesting to know how many people went to that, and I think I'll visit it more often. Just to when I've got more time anyway, just to see what the planets and things really are. It's a good insight to what the solar system really is and what it's like. Probably being around all that, increase your knowledge anyway. I went over to Peace Squared today just to see, and I'm going to keep going over there because I'm determined to see a linden. I'm determined to see a linden on that piece of land. I don't care if I see one anywhere else, and the only linden I'm really, really, really want to see is Philip Linden, of course, or M. Linden, or Torley Linden, just one of the top lindens. Any linden will do, and I'm determined to keep going there every single day now until I find one. I was there about an hour and 30 minutes today, sitting around doing my work. Not one single linden at all. But one thing I did see was an avatar called Stevie Ray Vaughan. No lie, it's on the website, www.edclarityonline.blogspot.com. Website links in the description. go and have a look at the picture. Stevie Ray Vaughan was there, so I was quite pleased with that. You know, back from the dead as an avatar. Great. I don't think his avatar looked like Stevie Ray Vaughan. He was missing the hat and everything like that. But he had the long hair. And I think he had dreadlocks though. But I still haven't seen a Lyndon, and I'm determined to see a Lyndon there. I just want to land on Philip Lyndon's head just one more time. You know, that was just an amazing moment. I was in shock. I was in awe. It's the first time I saw Philip Lyndon too. He was just there on his own. Right. I got something coming up. Tomorrow, there's not going to be a podcast because I have real life things to do. But I'll be back to normal on Friday. And on Friday, hopefully, if all goes well, we haven't even tried it yet. We're supposed to have a rehearsal tomorrow, but I can't. So hopefully on Friday, it's all going to go smoothly. That my partner in the Vision group, Justin Follett, yeah, I guess it's Follett, Follet, or it could be like classy and call it Follet. I don't know. Justin Follett, anyway, is going to be joining me on Friday just to see how it goes with two of us doing the podcast. And we're going to be talking about things going on in Second Life just like I do, but it's just going to be two people, you know? So we're going to see how that goes, and if it works out well, we're going to see more of him on the podcasts, and he'll be a regular with me. I think I'm going to finish it up now. Of course, you can catch all the latest with the bulletins and all the videos and reports of the day on the channel. If you haven't seen them already, take a look now. And I'll be back again tomorrow with some reports. Probably just one bulletin. I'll be around tomorrow. Maybe if I can squeeze in one report, I'll try and do that. But I'll be back with as much as I can tomorrow. Podcast will be back on Friday. So if you've got anything you want to talk about in the podcast or you want me to mention or talk about, then please do send me a note card in World Editorial Clarity, or send me an email, editorialclarity@yahoo.com, or just drop me a note anywhere else if you can. Alright, I'll talk to you later, guys. Have a great day, and I'll see you again. I'll speak to you again on the podcast on Friday. Bye-bye.